Hi everyone, it's Vismaya, founder of Living in Gratitude Today, teacher, speaker, best-selling author. But you know, my favorite role is that of a gratitude gangster. What? So a couple weeks ago, somebody unsubscribed from my mailing list and they left a message saying, you send a lot of the same content. And at first I was thinking about it. I'm like, of course I send the same content. I send the same content because the message is so powerful. When we practice gratitude, we tap into that juiciness, we tap into the deliciousness, we tap into the love and the joy and the excitement in our life right now, regardless of what's going on. So yes, I do talk about the same things. And one of the things that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to go over the next few weeks and do a campaign. So if people haven't been opening the emails, if they haven't been watching the videos, I'm going to remove them from the list so that I can really start to honor and serve the people who are watching the content and reading the content. So with that being said, you are one of the people listening to this video. You are definitely not one of the people getting booted out. But it's interesting because in the past I would have been really offended. I would have been, oh my God, why did she want to, remove herself? And I look at it a little bit differently. I'm like, okay, if this content is not serving her, perfect. Please feel free. I wanted to share with you, something I saw today at the beach. My friend Regina and I we went there to see the sunrise, but it was very cloudy. So she's like, let's go take a walk today. So we started to take a walk and the pelicans were in the air and it was just incredible. And we see this woman on a scooter, like the ones that when you have a knee surgery or a knee injury, you put your knee in it and you kind of scoot with one leg and hold on to the handles. And it wasn't that she was just scooting along. It was the fact that she had this big bulky camera on her. And it was really incredible. All of a sudden there was something that called to me and was like, stop and really take a look again. So I did a double take and I'm watching her and she's stopping and she's got one foot on the ground, one foot on the seat, and she's taking pictures of different things. And I said, wow, I said, that is absolutely a picture that depicts for me commitment. I said, can I take your picture? She's like, of course. She's like, I come out here every day. She says, but usually when I come out here, I go to the far side of the beach where there's not that many people. She says, but because of the fact that, I have this leg injury, she says, I've had to explore different places. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, wow, what an interesting perspective. So for me, she was unstoppable, right? She wasn't allowing the fact that she had a hurt leg to stop her. She was absolutely committed to her sunrise pictures, which is amazing. And she got to maneuver, and maybe because the path that she wanted to go on was not the one that was the easiest at this time, she found a way to do the same exact things she wanted to do, through a little twist and turns. So I thought that was a really powerful message for me today. And for all of us, like, when are we being unstoppable? And when are we allowing ourselves to be stopped? And if we find ourselves at a crossroad, at a block, do we allow ourselves to just sit there? Or do we find ways to go around? Do we find ways to maneuver in and out, the ebb and flow of life? So what a powerful morning, right? Before even 8 o'clock to have this great revelation and to have this and to witness something so simple with so much meaning. And that's really what the power of this gratitude practice does, is that it gives us a simple practice, something that is simple, not always easy, but it's simple to do if we do it on a regular basis. And the beauty is that when we do it on a regular basis, we start to see the magic in our lives even when we're not looking. So I'm going to share with you again, we do have a Living in Gratitude Today community. There is a private community that my whole goal is to share with you the latest research about gratitude, to share with you tips about gratitude, to share with you ways that you can practice gratitude regardless of what is happening in your life. And what it does is it gives you a whole set of tools in your toolbox so that when you're going through something, you're able to say, oh, remember when we talked about this? This will work. Remember when we talked about that? That will work. So you have a whole toolbox filled with all of these techniques and tools and different rituals that you can do to pull yourself, if you're feeling a little grumpy, to pull yourself from grumpy to grateful. If you're feeling a little sad about self, to pull yourself from feeling sad to grateful. If you're feeling miserable or you don't know where to even start, in your toolbox, you'll have a whole set of tools as we go on each week to maneuver and to manipulate and to practice with, so that you're living, the most joyful, exciting, fun-filled life that you can possibly live. So how does the movement work? The idea is that each week I send out a newsletter on Sundays. It may have a video. Most of the time Sundays have a video, and it gives you an idea of something that you can play with all throughout the week. And then Wednesday I send up a follow-up. And really the whole goal is that as we practice gratitude, a couple of things happen. One, we see our blind spots. Our blind spots, actually light shines into them, so that all of these dreams and these goals and these wonderful things that we want to have happen, we're able to make them happen even faster, because there's light that's shining into us that on these dark spots that we may not have even known that we have, because they're from past experiences, past mistakes. Maybe they're not even ours. Maybe they're from past experiences of our family, of our parents, and we're holding on to them as if they're our own. The other thing it does is that it really allows you to find those joyful moments when life is challenging. And I think for me that has been the biggest aha as I practice, as my practice is stronger and stronger and stronger and grows, and as I learn more things about myself and about, what is it, how do I tap into gratitude? My biggest gift has been really being able to pull myself out when I'm feeling either anxious or sad or frustrated, pull myself out a whole lot faster. So I'm inviting you to join the movement. And yes, I'm going to say it again and again and again, because this is powerful information. It's wonderful information. And my goal, quite honestly, is to have 1,000 people in the movement by the end of the year. So if it's something that sounds like it's interesting to you, jump in, because right now the price is $7, and I have been called crazy and silly and ridiculous, and everybody's like, why are you doing it at $7 a month? Raise your prices, and I may listen. So if you're interested, jump in now at $7 a month. There's no contracts. So if you don't find that you're getting your value's worth, you're welcome to unsubscribe. You're welcome to get out of the movement, or whatever it takes. So I really invite you to jump in, see what it's about, and be unstoppable today. Be courageous. Find ways to maneuver in and out of situations that may not be so spectacular. I am Vismaya Rubin, founder of Living in Gratitude Today, and everyone's favorite gratitude gangsta. What?